There it is. Hey guys, welcome back. This is a channel update for October 20. Somehow I know the date. I want to show you my projects, what I've gotten done. It's actually cold out today. The radiator's on, and Wisconsin has had snow, and usually we're 2 weeks behind them. So we'll probably have snow next week. However, this weekend's supposed to be 70, I've heard. The old taco's still sitting there. I gave it a squirt on the EGR tube last night. Maybe I'll try to break those bolts loose in the future. Got one of the nicest Arctic Cat 570s in. This is a 570 fanner, no reverse, short 121-inch sled. It looks like it's got the old blow-molded skis from, I think Camoplast owned the skis, owned the tooling for the skis. It might have passed on to somebody else at this point, I think. The little Viper 90R, Dwayne's put like 100 miles on it. It came in for a carburetor clean, tune-up. I just cleaned the carburetor basically and greased everything. I fixed the chain guard, got a new set of pads and brake caliper on the rear, because they didn't work. And when I actually got around to bleeding the brakes, the inside pad fell out and dropped off, fell out, basically fell out. And then the piston ruined itself. So it's kind of a stupid design what they've got here. They've got one pad hanging on a set of pins, and the inside pad just gets captured by the bracket. Most of these use two pads which hang on the pins, and they don't fall away. So got the taco manifold part still here. The KZ440, the check went through for the abstract, for processing the abstract in Albany, so I should be seeing the abstract here, or at least some communication in the next today, as soon as today. So I rebuilt the fuel petcock. This one here ended up, I disassembled everything. This is the closest thing they had on eBay, which is probably the right one. It's probably for this bike. Unfortunately, it would gravity feed fuel out of here, so it looked like it was flowing okay. And then when the bike died multiple times, I unplugged the fuel line, fired the bike up, and foamy aerated fuel came out. So I don't think that it was working the way it's supposed to. And in the process, I broke the little Y pipe. So for that, I bought some tees at the hardware store. So here's the K&L kit for it. This is probably a pretty high quality part. So I noticed my friend Justin at 364 Sports had some of those laying on his windowsill. Oh, ZR600 still needing stator coil. And then this one here is something special. This is a custom built one of one Polaris snowmobile. One of one Indy 600. It's even got chrome wheels. The undercarriage is gold. The control arms are chrome plated ski covers. Alright, we'll take the front part of the old cover off and show you guys what exactly is under the front. Yep, the owner is an automotive chap, so that's why we got the fancy Merca drop cloth on it. So this was built for Bruce Bartels assembled. This is a special edition. I've been told they're all nameplated specifically for the customer, and this has got some really cool graphics. The gold beading and the blue striping all the way up here. Indy 600, that's a very goldish gold. It's got pinstriping, really tall windshield. And underneath, I expected there to be Oh yeah, check out the gauges. They're amazing. I'd love to see this all detailed. What I noticed, it's got a fiberglass hood. It's pretty light. It seems like it's a bit lighter than the stock hoods on these. Then underneath we've got a 600. It's individual heads, like the 650, but it's a 600. Got a polished aluminum cover and some kind of coating on the exhaust. I can see it's burned off down here. But man, what a machine. What a machine. It's just very, very nice. It's even got a gold iodinized belt cover. How crazy is that? But I really like this hood. This hood will do something for the top speed. So it's not a race snowmobile. It's got a chrome brake handle. Just notice. It's not a race sled. It's a custom built sled. So trust me, I only take the cover off to show people. And then it's back on. So this just needs the 3 carbs cleaned. It's got new plugs for it. And this came with the ZR570. That's really it for outside. I think I'm showing you guys the Max 2 6x6 that's been here. Oh yeah. So the kids came over and made me a flat tire on the old Honda. Unfortunately, I found some tires this morning. The old tree wheeler's still here. Nobody's really wanting to buy it. Last video I did on the Yamaha Virago 750, it was running poorly. It had a mid-range misfire. Sometimes it would drop a cylinder. So we replaced this chap. This was all I resoldered some of the wiring inside to try and fix it. So that had a random misfire, and then we got a Caltrix pickup coil for it, and now it doesn't run at all. All we got now is massive backfire. So I communicated with Caltrix, and they're gonna make me pay for the shipping back. So we're gonna ship it all back. So instead we went out and picked up this. Bought it from one of the nicest people I've ever met, all the way up by the city. We met in a park, Bullis Park, outside of Rochester on the canal. Very beautiful place. I had my judgments against the feller in meeting at a park. The last guy I met at a park stole a dirt bike from me, so I'm really sorry about it. It's one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. And we got the bike home, got a title, it runs great. Matter of fact, we can fire it up right now just to hear it run. It's got straight pipes, and it's moderately, maybe it's not got straight pipes. They just look like they're straight pipes. And I'll go back. Whoops, wrong button. I'm going to say the battery's a little low. Oh, that's the first time she's ever been difficult. I bet these pipes are, yeah, they're baffled. But it's moderate, it sounds really nice. It's got a really nice thump when you get under it, onto it. It is, I gotta go and look at the head. I think it's an 1100, and it's a 93. So this bike is 2 years younger than I am. Very nice bike. It's got a little bit of the old scab, a little bit of rust, but a lot of it you could clean with a Brillo pad and some Coca-Cola. Diet Coke. So the other week we did a swing arm. We rebuilt a swing arm on my neighbor's Polaris. These are the hubs off the Recon, 250 by the road. We swapped the hubs, tires, took the hubs from it and put it on here. So we had to egg out the holes. We probably could have used the Polaris hubs. So these are the tires from that project. The old crap bikes are back here. The diesel's out here. Reed's snowmobile's in the back. Oh, my brother-in-law Weston brought me his go-kart project because his mom told him to get his stuff fixed. I thought that was funny. It's a GY6 cart. It cranks with no spark, so I'm pretty sure it's got some wiring issues. Oh yeah, the John Deere's out here. So this is the starter switch on this is taking in water, so it's dying, slowly dying to death. I got to get out here and mow this whole shebang. Maybe I won't even mow it. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just not mow it. It's I want to go around and blow the leaves in the pile around the trees like I did last year. So maybe I'll just, it's not needing to be mowed. It really isn't. All right, guys. So my neighbor told me how to fix my dusted on light. I walked over to the breaker last night after it was starting to get dark and turned it off and on 100 times. I thought, what are you doing? You shouldn't do that. You'll blow up your breaker. Somebody's having a good time. There was a dozer down by the church this morning. I don't know what they're up to. Heard a lot of pine trees pop. Anyway, guys, that's the that really is what's going on here. So I have to get this ZR570 done today. I was gonna mow today, and then that's Leroy's new motorcycle, by the way, because we've been having so many issues with the 750. I'm now going to strip all the stuff off the 750. It's going to be the battery. It's a Caltrix battery. It's the wrong size. Doesn't fit that year model. It was listed for the year model, but it doesn't fit the year model. So I need to get dimensions for the correct battery size for that year model, which they probably have. They just need to fix their listing. So the battery's going back because it doesn't fit. The pickup coils are going back because they don't work. The charging coils are going back because they're fried. They still were charging as far as I know, but they're fried. The regulator's going back because it's apparently the regulator. So the kit came with charging coils and regulator. So the only thing that could really fry the charging coils is the regulator they sent with it. So I'm going to go with that hypothesis. And then we're going to send all of that stuff back to Caltrix. And hopefully they'll send us all new stuff. And we'll put it on. And if we continue having issues with Caltrix parts, then I'll never use Caltrix again for Yamaha until I hear better news. Alright, so that covers that. What else was there? The only other option for the Yamaha 750 is if we were to go to Lane's Yamaha, we could probably grab a whole parts bike. Leroy knows Dale Lane from Circle Track Racing, so they have a relationship. They might be able to work some out. We can just steal parts off of it until we have a perfectly running 750, and then we can pay them for the parts. The thing with Yamaha parts is Mitsubishi built the electronics in the Yamaha Viragos, and buying OEM Yamaha electronic parts now is very, very expensive. I don't recall, it was like $200 or $400 for a charging coil. So maybe it's worth it, but there's some companies out there that rewind these so for like half the price, which is still prohibitively expensive. Well, I don't know. It's expensive. Especially if Caltrix has all the parts for the price of about one part. And I mean, Caltrix, we really like their batteries. We've got them. This Viper here's got a Caltrix battery in it now. Leroy's 425 has a Caltrix battery. My Honda 200 has a Caltrix battery. I think that's it. There might be more, but we've never had a lick of trouble with them, and they're very cheap. Much cheaper than even Walmart. Speaking of, I did end up buying an EverStart for the Viper. It was $100 for a little bitty battery. So I'm gonna take that back next time I'm there. All right, guys, I've got lots of work to do. Thanks for watching. God bless you and your family, and pray for us. We'll see you in the next video. I'm actually editing one right now. I don't even remember what it was. Something about raking the driveway stones. Because it seems like this guy here makes donuts in the drive, and his uncle comes over and does the same thing. So the stones were everywhere but on the driveway. So we fixed that, and then he did it again, but not as bad. So all right, see ya.